Hello, how you all doing? I want to talk about the transition from electric bass to double bass. Now, this is not a new concept. In the 50s, Chuck Berry, Elvis Presley, the whole shebang, they all played double bass on their tracks. And then the electric bass came out, and the double bass players went over to electric bass. Now, with them, they carried double bass techniques that worked sometimes, didn't work others. And then they learned guitar techniques, one finger per fret, etc., etc. They played with the thumb, they played with this, they played with that. Makes a difference. Now we're in a new generation now, where we are. Well, certainly where I've come from is played electric bass for many years, and went over to double bass. Tried double bass. That was my thing. Just wanted to see if I could play the thing. Now the double bass and the electric bass, musically, tonality, as in the notes are the same, tune the same. Is it played the same? No, definitely not. And in this part of history, we're looking at electric bass players that will now want to move over to double bass. Now, do I want to be a pure double bass player? No, I want to play my electric bass as well. The electric bass can do what double bass can't. The double bass can do what electric bass can't. So sort of broaden my horizons, sort of thing. In my journey of going from electric bass to double bass, there's a lot of mistakes made, a lot of things learned. So if you bear with me and you'd like to carry on, I'll just show you what I've learned and what I haven't. Now, I'm not a professor of music, or I haven't played with Miles Davis or anything like that, but I have gigged, and gigged for a long, long time. The double bass is a monster, really, that needs to be tamed. You need to learn to play it well. But also, there's a lot of snobbery because the double bass is traditionally a classical instrument, played with the bow. Technique is totally different than the bass guitar, I'll tell you straight. And the journey is worth it. So if you bear with me, I'll just give you a few pointers of what I've learned, what to do, and what not to do. And remember this, as the double bass players went over to electric bass, we will have the same problems. Electric bass going over to double bass. It's the reverse, basically. And I just want to show you what I've learned and what I haven't learned. Some techniques you will take on board, some you won't. There you go.